In this video, I'm going to answer two critical questions. The first one is, how can you leverage Canva's new AI features to create Canva websites faster? And the second pressing question I'm going to answer in this video is, Ronnie, dude, do your glasses even have lenses? What is up, guys? Ronnie here. Welcome back to another tutorial. Today we talk about creating websites with Canva and doing so by leveraging all of the new AI features that Canva introduced at Canva Create. So the way we are going to do this, I have prepared a little website for you right here about my legendary glasses, and I'm going to show you how I came up with this website in about 2 hours by leveraging the new AI features in Canva. So this is the final outcome. We're not going to recreate the entire website from scratch. This is not so much a tutorial about creating a website from scratch, but rather how can we build websites faster in terms of writing your copy, creating the right images, creating the perfect structure for your website, all of this leaning on these new AI features that Canva now has. And before we get started, I just want to warn you that I will be using some of the pro features, and it's going to be a mix between pro and free features. So free users won't be able to follow every single feature, but there's a lot of things you can already do with the free version of Canva. So let's jump into the editor and start building that website. All right, we are now in the Canva editor. This is the document where I built my website. So it is a website document. And you can see here at the bottom of my screen that this website has 7 pages. So what we are going to do before we start really getting into the breakdown of every single page and how I built it, I want to show you an overview of this website. So to do this, I'm just going to publish the website. All right, click on continue right here, publish. Canva is going to prepare my design and give me a link from which I can actually experience the website. So I'm going to click here, and this is what the website looks like. It's for a brand called Freeframe, non-reflective eyewear for content creator. Frame your style. A little bit of explanation of what it is. Who needs lenses anyway? Ronnie Hermosa, that's me, the OG freeframer. The freeframe specs, so we can see kind of like the product detail right here. Then we see that there are 3 different versions of freeframe: freeframe, freeframe plus, and freeframe deluxe. A couple of customer reviews and a call to action to pre-order your freeframe glasses today. All right, so this is actually not an e-commerce website. It is a one product landing page. A couple of things before we get started. This is a dummy website I created for the sake of showing you these features. I'm not trying to sell you my glasses. I only have 1 pair. But yes, Canva is not an e-commerce solution as of now. This is a question I get a lot. You could link this buy button to a product, to another website, to maybe a WhatsApp messenger, but there is no native way for you when people will click on that button to direct them to a shopping cart that would be hosted on Canva. So there is no such functionality as of today. Maybe there will be in the future. That would be awesome that we can sell product on a Canva website. But as of today, first semester of 2023, we cannot do that. So this button right here is not gonna lead you to a shopping experience. So if I come back to the top of this website, I can see my brand right here. I'm gonna come back to my document right here and click on edit design again. So if I click on this little arrow right here, I will actually have my one scroll down landing page. So what we're going to do, I want to kind of like decompose this website for you and show you how I got there. All right, so for this, I'm gonna go back to the homepage. So from the Canva homepage, I started my project from this header right here, and I chose website. So let's do that. Let's click on website. And then I chose a specific type of website. You see all of these styles right here are different types of website, like a business website, a portfolio website, event website, etc., etc. You can use a little arrows right here to really discover all the different types of websites. So I chose the retail website. I didn't click straight on that tile because if you do, it will open a blank website in the editor. What I did is that I clicked over the little magnifier glass right here that says browse templates. I started by browsing templates. So when you do this, you'll see something like this. So the first feature, the first AI feature I used to create my website was Magic Design, okay, which is still a beta feature. It is available to anyone from the desktop experience. Magic Design will pretty much avoid you to start from a blank page, or in this case, a blank website. So the way it works, you have to insert a media, okay? We are already in the retail website template category or subcategory. So it's not just any website template, it's retail website. So that's important. So I started with a media. I inserted a media. And what I inserted was actually a photo of my glasses. To be completely fair, it's not a photo I took of my glasses. I was a little bit lazy, so I just found a pair of glasses that looked like my glasses on the internet, and you will understand why in a second. I don't recommend you do so. I always recommend you use your own photos or photos you find in the Canva library, but this is what I started the website from, okay? So I inserted my glasses. Next, I chose a style, okay? So you can choose between different kinds of styles right here. Canva called this a vibe or theme. So I browsed this and I think I went for modern, okay? So like so. Then click on see the results, and then Canva will propose to you a couple of templates already. So from a simple glance at them, I kind of liked this one, but then I came back to the style button right here and I picked an actual color palette from here. So you will have a choice between a couple of different color palettes here. So let me see if I remember which one I picked. It was one in the kind of like earthy stone. Yes, I think it was this one right here. So I'm gonna click on see result, and Canva will automatically adapt your website template with this color palette. So what I did, I chose this one right here. That was the first AI tip I wanted to show, that you don't have to start from a blank website. So from here, you see it's been generated by Magic Design, white and brown photographic books, retail website. Don't worry too much about the title. Just click on customize this template. So this is what you will have at this point, like a huge photo of your glasses right there, which is way too big. So you can easily resize that, and you can also stretch it a bit so you have the entire photo showing here, because a little bit was cut of this photo. So there you go. This is the base of my website. Step number 2 was to use Canva's copywriting AI tool called Magic Write to generate the structure for my landing page. So Magic Write is kind of like the equivalent of ChatGPT but within Canva, and it is accessible via the little Canva assistant button right here that should be in the lower right corner of your screen. So if you click here, you should see Magic Write. Magic Write is a pro feature, but free users will have 25 prompts to try this feature. So even if you're a free user, given that you haven't yet exhausted your 25 prompts, you should see that feature in your account. So let's try it. So Magic Write. So when you open Magic Write, you'll have a box like this one asking you to prompt something. So this is just like your typical copy generator AI tool. You have to start with an input or a prompt to get some sort of output, all right? So I'm gonna paste my prompt and read it to you. You are a conversion copywriter. This is me giving the AI some context, asking the AI to act as a, in this case, conversion copywriter. You are a conversion copywriter. Generate the structure of a landing page selling a single product. Mention how many sections the landing page should have and what would these sections be. So once you have written your prompt, just hit enter. And Canva's Magic Write is going to start generating that structure for you. So it's right here. It's great. I'm gonna click on add a page and actually move this page up and just simply drag this text over here. So I'm going to read some of that to you, not the whole thing. So the first thing is a headline, a clear and attention-grabbing headline that communicates the main benefit of your product. A subheadline, a supporting statement that elaborates on the headline and provides more context. Product image or video, product description, social proof like testimonials, call to action or CTA with a button that encourages visitors to take some kind of action. If you want some additional benefits, an FAQ question, guarantee, or a statement like badges that assures the customer of the quality of the product. Closing argument on the last page. Now, this is great. It gave me a great structure for my website. I'm not gonna use the entire information that is suggested to me here, but I have some great ideas like headlines, subheadlines, product image. This is probably what's gonna come on my first page. And then I will have some information more about the product, what is it for, the benefits of using that product, social proof, definitely, call to action with a button at the end, and maybe a closing argument. So I have to say that having this structure generated for me is saving me a bunch of time. Now I know which type of pages or sections I need to create for my website. So let's move on to the next step and create these sections. So the way I'm going to generate these other pages of my website, I'm not going to make them from scratch, but I'm going to simply kind of like shop around in the Canva template library. So for that, just head over your first tab right here that says design, and I'm going to search for a product retail website. This is my recent search, but these keywords are going to be great for finding more pages, okay? So for example, this first template right here, I'm going to open it to see all of its 6 pages. So I'm going to click on add a page, and I'm going to add this page right here, kind of like the about section. It looks nice. I have kind of like half text and a photo on the other side. Is there anything else I like here? Not really. So I'm going to collapse it, add another page right here, continue browsing. So this website right here has 8 pages, and I see something that I like here, kind of like a product, which is obviously not my glasses, but it has like 3 main features of the product and some lines that kind of point at different parts of the product. So this is nice. I could use that with my glasses, so I'm gonna keep it here. I'm gonna continue adding pages. This page right here, kind of like pricing tables. I think I could use this, so I'm gonna keep it for now and then add another page. I think I'm done with this one template, and I'm gonna continue scrolling, finding something in the same tones. So maybe this one right here. Yeah, this one is nice. Could probably use this page right here. Yeah, this is good. So now I'm gonna click on the preview right here. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. Okay. Is there something else that is missing? Maybe let's come back to some of these templates. Yeah, I have an idea of a page that could be me, just like a quote from me, and that page would be nice right here. So this one right here could be something I use. Now let me quickly check again if something is missing. So this is my hero, my product. Why does this product exist? The main benefits or main features of that product, pricing table, kind of final statement. This will be probably need to come over here. So that would be the quote. It seems like I have only one page missing based on my structure, and that is social proof. So I need to find kind of customer reviews, customer testimonials. Okay. So again, I'm gonna come back to my product retail website. Let's click on this other website right here, see if it has customer reviews. Yes, I see it right here. So for that, I am going to add a page right here before my closing statement and insert my customer reviews. Okay, so one last time, checking if I have everything I need. I have my hero page or my home page. I have the about section. Probably could move my testimonial right here, then product breakdown of the main benefits, pricing table, customer review, final closing statement. That is good. So that is, in a nutshell, how I used Canva's template library and shopped around in different templates to grab the pages I needed based on my structure. Now you can go one step further. If you come back to your design button right here and come back to this menu right here, I was on the templates tab, okay? But if you click on styles, Canva will generate some color palettes for you. And these styles are based on different things. Like you see some recently used styles, my brand kit styles, but also some styles based on the photos I have included in my document right here. So you see different photos with different color palettes. So this should allow you to really stay on brand for all of the pages of your website. I kind of like already the look and feel because I kind of was searching within the same color palette, So it does look nice, and I will probably tweak this a little bit as I go. But what needs to be harmonized is definitely the fonts. So I'm going to do this manually instead of using the styles right here. But just know that you have that option with the click of a button to change the entire colors and font on your website. I'm not going to use it here because I have a specific idea in mind, but just know this is available. All right, moving on to the next step. In this step, I'm trying to come up with a name for my brand of glasses. So I'm going to go back to Magic Write, Canva's copy generator, to suggest me to help me brainstorm some brand names for my eyewear, for my glasses, okay? So I have this text right here. This is where I want to generate my brand. This should read my brand name, okay? So with that text box selected, I'm going to select the Canva assistant and use the feature Edit with Magic Write. So there you go. Hammock bookstore, I can delete that. I have this one word, okay, lighthouse. This is where I'm going to start. I'm going to hit my shift key on my keyboard and enter, so I can not launch the prompt, but just make an extra line right here where I will prompt something else. And that prompt is going to be the following. So let me paste it for you and read it out loud. You are a conversion copywriter. Still, that hasn't changed. This worked well for the first prompt. Please suggest 10 names for my brand of reflection-free glasses that actually don't have lenses. The lens-free frames are for video content creators who want to avoid the light to reflect in their glasses. So there you go, guys, my best kept secret. All right, so let's see how it does with this prompt. I don't even need the lighthouse part here, so I'm just gonna leave it here and hit enter. So Canva should generate, and it did right here, a bunch of different names here. I'm gonna reduce the size of this and actually bring that to my first page right here, make it a bit bigger. So this is what I have, 10 names. I don't really like this font right here, Surana, so let's select everything and choose a different one. I'm just gonna go with organic for now, so big font. So reflection shield glasses, clear view frames, lensless light blockers, anti-glare frames, reflection-free shades, video vision frames, no lens specs, light blocking glasses, reflection banishing frames, filmmakers glasses. All right, so there's nothing that I love at first sight right there, but a couple of interesting ideas. Clear view frames, something with frames, lensless light blockers, anti-glare frames, reflection-free. So there's a lot of vocabulary I could probably use in the copy of my website, but not precisely as my brand name. So based on all of that, I kind of like got things turning and churning in my head, and I like the word frames. And I kind of like the feeling of freedom because these frames give me a lot of freedom. I can wear them and I don't have to worry about these big lights that are right there reflecting in the lenses. That would be a nightmare. So that is why I chose to have lens-free glasses, because they still look nice, they look cool, they give me a style, but they don't disturb me as a content creator. So that is on the one hand the secret of my glasses, and on the other hand like kind of the essence of this brand I'm trying to reflect here. So I came up with the word free frames. Okay, free frame is a cool name for this kind of glasses. So I'm just going to create a text box right here. I'm going to position that in the corner and use the assisting grids right here to just stick that right there in the corner and call this free frame. I actually used two different text boxes and I made that 50 something, 56, I believe it was. It's just 56. Change this font for my organic font. There you go. Free. And then I copied this. So I'm holding my Option key right here to copy this other text box. And I'm going to call this one frame. Okay, so why am I using two different text boxes here? Well, that's because I wanted to give a specific effect to the second part of the word, frame. Okay, I want to use the effect right here, the hollow effect. So this is what I have, free frame, in two different text boxes. I could not have achieved the same effect for the entire word with only one text box. And then now I could just easily group that. I'm just gonna add the little trademark here to show people this is actually a brand name. All right, this looks great. I have this little button here that I don't particularly need. And I need a subheadline right here. So the subheadline, I decided to go for this one right here, non-reflective eyewear for content creators. I feel like this sentence really describes my business, my product, and I was inspired by this list of words here: non-reflective, reflection banishing, or reflection shield, reflection free. You see, all of these words help me generate this one tagline, I would say, for my product. All right, now that I have my brand name figured out and my main hero page ready, it's time to move on to the next step. The next step is actually doing more of the same, and this time I'm going to fine-tune the entire copy of the website. So all of the other pages, I'm going to be using Magic Write to come up with some taglines, to come up with some short paragraphs and actually describe my product. So it is going to be a lot of the same thing. So I'm going to step forward in the video and show you all of the text already kind of like created and what it looks like. We're going to read through the text, but basically what I'm doing is simply selecting one of the text boxes. For this, you need to ungroup them. So you select one of the text boxes and then you call Magic Write, like so. You edit with Magic Write and you just prompt in specific ways. So the way I prompt is always kind of like the same. You are a conversion copywriter. Please come up with a tagline that is sassy, that is funny, that is smart, that is witty. I use these adjectives to kind of describe the tone of voice I want the AI to use on my website, and always be using the same keywords to describe my tone of voice. If defining your tone of voice using AI is something you're interested in, I recommend you watch my tutorial where I reshaped my entire About Me section on LinkedIn with ChatGPT, because I do cover tone of voice and how to generate one, how to describe tone of voice based on a specific piece of content you have already written. I go over all of that in that video, so watch this video next. The link will be in the description. But back to our website right here, I'm gonna skip forward and show you all of the copy that I generated for the website. So there you go, guys. I finished prompting Magic Write a couple of times for different text boxes, and this is what the website looks like. So the first page hasn't changed. It was already ready. This is what the second page looks like. It says, frame your style, and this tagline was generated by Magic Write, so I really love that. And this entire paragraph as well. Attention all content creators. Say goodbye to distracting reflections in your glasses while filming, and hello to practicality with our lens-free frames at Freeframe. These frames are a game changer for those spending long hours in the studio. Look like a boss and stay focused on creating content that rocks. I really love how Magic Write came up with this one paragraph right here. So I'm going to give you the exact prompt I used so you can get inspired by that. All right, so launching Magic Write, I use the edit with Magic Write, so I use the original size of paragraph so that it keeps approximately the same length. And this is the prompt I used. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. You are a conversion copywriter. Rewrite this paragraph to describe our lens-free glasses. These practical frames from Freeframe are the perfect fashion accessory for content creators who need to shoot videos and don't want to be bothered with the light reflecting in their glasses. Use a tone of voice that is smart, witty, and sassy. Okay, so that is the prompt that I used. It came up with this great paragraph. Then if I scroll down, this is just a little quote that I invented, and I'm gonna add my photo right here. It reads, "Who needs lenses anyways?" Okay, so I'm gonna have my photo there, Ronnie Hermosa, OG Freeframer. So here I added the 3 product benefits. I will read them to you once I swap this photo for the actual glasses. The pricing table didn't change much here, just kind of customized the offers in the names, Freeframe, Freeframe Plus, Freeframe Deluxe, different prices. Customer reviews, I changed the title here, left these ones as this, I'm not gonna change that. And then the last page, which is kind of like the closing argument, remember, pre-order yours today. So that is for the copy of my text. It is fine-tuned. Now let's move on to the next step. The next step is to make your photos pop with background remover. Now, background remover is a pro feature, so you need Canva Pro for that, or you can use websites like remove.bg, which belongs to Canva anyway. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that. So here I need a photo. So I need a photo of myself for this page right here. So I need a photo of myself to start with. So I'm gonna just head over this tab right here, which is already open. This is a folder that I have under my projects. I'm gonna scroll down. Some of them already removed the background, but I want to show you from the original photo I actually used. Okay, so this is the photo. So this is how I used it. Simply use Edit Photo with your photo selected and click on Background Remover. This will remove the background of your photo in just one click. If you didn't know this feature, well, welcome to the wonderful world of Canva Pro, my friends. This is what the final result looks like. So what I did here, I kind of like make it big enough so that it covers a little bit of this title right here. Not too much, but just a little bit. I think I made it even bigger, something like that. And then I move the photo in front of the title. So for that, use the position button and the brand new layer functionality right here. Just grab your layer, put it on top of everything else. And there you go. Looks great on my website. Can move it a little bit more like so. So it doesn't cover too much of the lenses word, but I can still see my hand and this one as well. Okay, perfect. So that is it for this page. I'm going to replace this good old kettle right here, Italian kettle, for my lenses. For this, coming to my uploads, bring my frames right here. I'm gonna rotate this 90 degrees like so. I'm gonna take that. Okay, so I need to make sure, maybe need to rotate this some more. Like so, yep. This looks good. Let's see, comfy, yes. So I need to bring this over here, I guess, kind of like that. And I'm gonna push this photo, again, position, can take that, bring it all the way down so that these little arrows actually point to the right places of the glasses. So something like that. Okay, so I have lens-free technology right here for a glare-less studio experience. I have ultra-chic tortoiseshell frames that guarantees comments on your YouTube videos. And that last part right here, the actual leg tips, comfy and adjustable tips for long recording sessions. So your glasses need to be comfortable because you're gonna be wearing them quite a lot if you're a content creator. So yeah, this is what this page looks like. Maybe I can push this to this side a little bit more to give the title a bit more space, a bit more room to breathe. All right, so this is for the photo right here. Are there any more photos I need to adjust? Yeah, the background of this last page right here could be replaced. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. There is a solid shape behind it. I'm gonna delete this as well, or maybe replace that color for this color right here. Now I need to find another photo to replace my background right here. So moving up to my elements page, I used this photo right here. I'm not gonna replace the background with it, I'm just gonna stretch it. You will see why in a minute. Just stretching it all the way here. I want to flip that photo. Okay, so I'm gonna use the flip button horizontally like so, and I want to stretch it as well. So for that, I double clicked on the photo and I grab one of its corners and just stretch it. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna use the lower third right here to align the eyes of this guy with my upper third, like so. And then when I'm done, click on done. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to keep the pre-order yours today, which is right in the middle, in kind of like an empty spot on my photo. I don't want anything to kind of interact with that sentence and the button. Don't see my button, so it's probably behind. Yes, it is right here. Now my button is back. And the last thing I'm gonna do is to style this photo. Okay, I'm gonna change some of its style to make it match more of the earthy colors, the pastel tones of the rest of the website. Okay, so the way I did this, simply just edit photo, went to my adjustments first, and I reduced some of the vibrance and saturation as well. So kind of make it black and white, not exactly black and white, but somehow, and then went to my effect, see all for the filters, and I looked for something called latte. Yeah, latte is right here, missed it. And then the last thing I did is to add some transparency to this photo by just clicking on the transparency layer and just kind of like reducing maybe all the way to 60. All right, so back to the grid view right here. Is there any place where I'm missing photos? Okay, so right now I am in that part where I'm kind of like adding all of my photos. I think I could do something here. So let's see these two girls right here. Maybe I should have a content creator here wearing my glasses. So I'm just going to show you how I found this image. I searched in the element category for a vlogger female with a ring light. That's actually how I searched for that photo, and then I filtered by photo, and I believe I used one of these. So yeah, it was this one right here. So what I did is just simply to swap the photo in that frame right here, okay, for this one. And then I obviously added the free frames on top of that lady here. So for that, I went to my uploads, found my free frames. So this one right here, but you would see it has a Warby Parker kind of brand here that I need to erase. And also I need to put these glasses on this woman's face and kind of like make them as if they would be fitting there. So obviously there is a little bit of tweaking going on here. I can zoom in. I can collapse my panel here. I want to make this look good. Gonna be something like so, but I need to make a couple of parts of these glasses disappear so that this looks more real. Okay, so how do I do this? Well, this is actually the next step. So I'm going to be using a new AI feature called Magic Eraser to erase certain parts of these glasses right here. So for that, I need to select them first, then go to my edit photos and use Magic Eraser. There you go. So this will open my photo on full screen mode. I'm gonna increase the size of the brush, kind of like delete this entire leg right here from here. So I just need to brush over this part of the photo, release my click, and it should be gone. So that is what Magic Eraser is all about. Maybe I also kind of delete this part of the photo because that will be kind of like hidden in the lady's hair. All right, so I think I'm good with this. I'm gonna click back, and now it's all about fine-tuning this part of my design right here. Okay, so it needs to look kind of like pro, something like this. All right, so let's continue tweaking this slightly. It still needs to be on top of the lady's nose to kind of look real. I'm gonna leave it like so. When it's reduced to a smaller size, it won't look too weird, but we can still see that she has the glasses on. So yeah, this is good. I'm gonna group both images, okay, by selecting them both and click on group. And I think I'm ready to move on to the next step. The next step is to add a little bit of fun to this photo, okay? Canva recently shipped another AI feature called Draw, and that is that little guy right here in the object panel. So I'm going to click on that, and you should see 3 different pens here that you can use to create some hand-drawn doodles on specific images. So that's exactly what we are going to do. I'm going to use this pen right here, select a color. I'm gonna go for a white kind of color, maybe this cream color right here. Okay, back to my pen. And the next thing you need to do is to decide on the size of your brush, of your pen. Okay, so I'm gonna go for maybe 20. And I'm just going to start drawing. Oh, that's too big. So I'm gonna use the eraser here. So 20 is too big. Let's reduce. Let's select the pen and reduce the size to maybe 14 and try again. Okay, I just want to create little bursts like so. Maybe I can use this to hide the imperfections of my product placement here. So tag, tag, tag. All right, so that's not too bad. Let's leave it like so. Selecting everything again, and I'm going to group. Now I have one and only one design right here. So that is just to show you how you can add a little bit of fun to your design. I could add some more here. Like I could kind of create the same thing. Like Ronnie not happy. Not gonna do this, kind of distracts from the main message here, so I'm gonna delete them. But I think you get the point. You can easily use the draw features here to add a little bit of customization to your website, to your images. So that is a neat little feature that Canva has offered us recently with the draw feature. All right, there are two more AI features I want to show you. This next one is called text to image, and it will help me turn a word prompt into a custom photo. In order to find text to image, you need to head over your apps tab right here, and then it should be the first one called text to image. So simply click on that, and this is how it works. You will have a prompt box, okay? So you should basically describe the photo you are hoping to generate. And I'm going to be replacing this photo right here for the customer reviews. So you are going to be describing the photo you want to generate with words, and then specify a style that you want to be using. So if you click on see all, you should see like photography, digital art, fine art. So there's a bunch of different outcome styles that you can go for. I'm going to go for a realistic photo, okay, photo. And I'm going to show you the exact prompt I have used on my original website to generate that photo. I wanted a photo of a happy customer using or wearing my product. So for the customer review page, that is kind of like the perfect photo. So for that, this is the prompt I have, okay? I said, I want a close-up of an Asian woman looking happy, soft, natural light coming from the window, 50mm lens, f1.2 aperture, lots of details, cinematic look. So I use some of the prompt engineering technique that you would normally use on image generators like Midjourney. Not as complex, but some of the rules that I would use there. So I mentioned things related to the camera that was used to take that specific photo. I said that I want a 50mm lens, which is a great lens for portrait. I said that I wanted a 1.2 aperture, which is a really wide aperture that gives us that nice bokeh background for portraits. I mentioned keyword like cinematic look, hoping that this would generate the right photo. And I'm gonna set the aspect ratio as portrait, okay? So I'm going to click on generate image and see if text to image is going to be consistent and generate a similar photo as on my original website. Yeah, so I'm pretty much done here with the photos, and these look quite similar to what I had on my original website indeed. So I'm going to get rid of this one right here. I'm going to use this photo right here, and I can scale it so that it fits my entire page. All right, great. Now all I have to do is to bring my lenses. So again, my uploads, can probably go for this pair right here. This looks pretty good. I'm gonna use it like so, maybe a bit bigger still. Yeah, this looks great. I still need to get rid of these legs right here because they are in the way. So I'm gonna use the same technique, edit photo, magic eraser, and this time I just need to get rid of the entire leg inside the rim right here. So let's start with the left one, get rid of it. Great, can fine tune a little bit. Yep. Now moving on to the other side. Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna move on to this other side right here. Start in a similar way. So being very careful here, not to touch too much of the frame, and there you go. And this doesn't need to be super perfect. I'm just showing you how to use this feature. Yeah. This looks good, this looks clean. So once you're ready, just click back on the little arrow, and this is what the final result should look like. Okay, so there's a bit of the frame popping out here, but that's actually kind of a cool effect. I can scale the entire thing up and make sure this still looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's not as nice as on my first website, which I can probably show you. This is the original website. I had this lady right here. So it really depends on which photo you generate. This one actually looks better. I wanted to show you the process of kind of reconstructing this image. And yeah, now that I am here, there is a couple of things I would like to do. For example, this photo right here still has the Warby Parker brand right here, because remember I grabbed this on Google. So yeah, don't do that. But for the sake of this exercise, I want to show you how you can also get rid of that brand. Just use the magic eraser. And what you're going to do is to just highlight the brand here, and it should be deleted and replaced with the original background. Like so. That worked very well. Again, I'm gonna do so here. Perfect, worked great here. So I'm gonna go back, and I can probably do this on my first pair right here as well. There you go, I did the exact same thing on this pair right here on the hero page. So yeah, we are getting very close to the end of this project, guys. The last thing I want to show you is that you can use another AI feature on Canva to magically translate your entire website in a couple of clicks. If this is something you want to do, if you want to localize your website in another country, in another language, you can use the new translate feature. And to do that, you will need to head back over your apps right here and find a feature called translate. And the translate feature should be right here. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, and this is how it works. So you can translate from, I will leave that on automatically detect, to another language, and I'm going to select Spanish. Okay, I want this website to be translated into Spanish. Apply to page. So you can select one of the pages. For example, let's start with a page that has a bunch of text. Let's say page number 3. Well, I could probably delete this first page right here. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. So page 1, page 2, yeah, I want to translate page number 2. Okay, translate. The AI of Canva is gonna do its thing. And this is now what it looks like. So because I had 2 different frames going on here for this text effect, I do have 2 different frames here, but the effect is kind of lost. So I'm just going to delete this, and if I read this little paragraph here, atención a todos los creadores de contenido, blah, 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 this is correctly translated into Spanish. So it respected the name of the brand. Freeframe didn't translate that, so that's good. Estos marcos son un cambio de juego para aquellos que pasan a largas horas en el... Yeah, so this is correct translation. So you could just like that translate your entire website, and you see it says Spanish. So you could move that out of the way, or you could just simply translate every single page. I think Canva had a feature to translate all of the pages, but that kind of went away. But yeah, I mean, you will have to translate all of your pages one by one. And then what you can do, you simply select all of your Spanish pages, you will select them all, Command C or Control C to copy them all, and then open a new website and Command V to paste them all there. And you will have your website in another language. So guys, this is what I wanted to show you. Again, this is the final result, the final outcome of the project. Let me quickly show you with the preview button how this looks when I am using Canva's preview, freeframe, the website, the little handmade doodles, the photo with the custom frames that I added on that lady. I used Magic Eraser to erase part of these frames. The AI copy generated text, both for the tagline and the product description right here. Background remover to remove the background of my photo. Again, the copy generated by AI for us here. More copy generated by Canva. Text to image photo that I generated based on my text prompt. And again, the shades right here that I cropped with Magic Eraser. And the last page, if I look at it on mobile, also looks good on mobile. Free frame. Everything is kind of like where it needs to be. So yeah, this is pretty much how you leverage the new Canva AI features to create your website faster. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, leave us a like. This is always welcomed on the channel. It will help us gain some visibility on YouTube. And if you really love our content and want to support us as content creator, we just launched the first tier of our membership right here on YouTube. You should see a join button right underneath this video. So if you want to support us every month, you can click that join button, see what the membership is all about. We will be adding more tiers with some more more perks in the future. But right now, this is the first step. Check it out if this is something you are into. Otherwise, thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna leave you here with another interesting video you should probably check out next.